Galactic Federation Update, October 15, 2013. 13 It's Nob, 1 Zek, 10 Cobbin. Dratzo. We return with good news. The Dark's last faithful minions are now in a special summit with the followers of the light. The arrogant and once all-powerful ones are negotiating the final terms of their global surrender. The Dark Cabal is already stripped of most of its wealth and the light will transform their old regimes. The agreements reached in the summit will produce a final timetable for the making of a new realm, one that is free, prosperous and permits each person to be truly sovereign. The agreements will also detail how the leaders of the current de facto governments will resign. The new governance will put on a series of special trials to explain why various past events happened and how other events forged a new reality for humanity. This will help you to better understand the reasons behind the events of the day. The rise of the new governance will uncloak the UFO cover-up, and there will be a grand reordering of how humanity sees the universe. At that point, the Igarthans and we can appear and address the multitudes. Announcements are going to greatly change your financial outlook and your view of this world and humanity. Suddenly, you will enjoy a vast jubilee and realize a whole new branch of humanity has been added to your reality. You will find you are part of a vast migration across space that was previously hidden from you. Although this may shock you, the Ascended Masters will give you a number of special lessons, so you can understand how your ancient histories and philosophies were altered by the Dark in order to control and manipulate you. Our part is to support those who will enable these grand changes to happen. Your world is being put in a cocoon by the mainstream media who have the ability to weave webs of untruth that can seem real. The Dark has long used these methods to control you, but a grand change is underway. The Dark can no longer sustain itself. Its power is slipping as it loses full ownership of a number of financial instruments that were the basis of its power. These losses have been mounting daily and the Dark was finally forced to literally barter for its life. As we said before, negotiations are setting forth the terms for their surrender, and friendly military will assist our allies in enforcing the agreements. The legal system also contains those who have truly assisted in this most unlikely change, and we are happy to see that. These changes are merely the formal start of a process that is shortly to bring you to full consciousness. Those who will be in power in this new governance are ready and are in a secure place. The Igarthans are working to ensure that our allies fully understand how this exchange of power will happen. In effect, we are reversing what so tragically occurred when you drifted into limited consciousness. In this sacred moment, you will reclaim all that you have lost. Because this operation is complex, we need to follow exactly what heaven decrees about these critical matters. The Ascended Masters have been most helpful in giving us the wisdom necessary to do this properly. This divine knowledge is at the very core of what is now happening. The coming events will uncover the misdirection put forth by your main media and begin a process so you can remember the old truths that brought us to your world. The histories to be released by the Igarthans will further help you to remember your ancient origins. The Dark's long spell will at last be broken and a new epoch for humanity will be born. Namaste. We are your Ascended Masters. We now appear before you bringing interesting news. At present, there are a number of special meetings taking place to set up a final timetable for the switch to temporary new governance. This new governance will preside over the trials that will set aside those who long acted as the secret power behind the various de facto regimes that ruled your world for centuries. They will also establish rules and procedures to be adopted by newly elected de jure governments of your globe. These instruments of the light are to transform the numerous beliefs and the very way in which these governances are to operate. This calls for each of you to accept full responsibility and to closely watch over how the powers given to them are used. You have been blessed by the sacred decrees of heaven. Use what is given you most wisely. The transformation of your world will give you prosperity and a chance to better understand the nature of who you truly are and the opportunity to become fully conscious beings of light. This is no small doing, but rather a great leap that is your birthright. Enjoy the journey that lies ahead. Much is asked of you, and thus, you have great responsibilities to transform the surface of Gaia by returning her land, water and air to its previous pristine condition. This is a great undertaking. We are to come shortly and commence a series of divine conversations with you to reveal the secrets of the ancients, first given each of us as we moved from limited to full consciousness. This enlightenment is your destiny. Accept it with glee and be fully ready to apply it. Together, we, the beings who live upon this most gorgeous orb, are to take our beautiful goddess Gaia and transform her back into the living form she most enjoys. We need the people of this world to spread out into the other water worlds, so they can be transformed by the Elohim into the wondrous creations that they once were. Take in what you see and as fully conscious beings do right by each one of them. We intend as your divine supervisors to assist you in completing your various duties. You are a most special group of humans, and together we will form a unique star nation. Since the past millennia have not treated us well, we are to alter this past abuse and fulfill our magnificent destiny. We have Heaven and the Galactic Federation ready to assist. Nonetheless, it is our own abilities that will ensure our most grand success. Today, we discussed what has happened around this globe. Many events are in play that will finally give you a means to transform this dark realm to the light. We simply ask that you take this information and use it to gain a better perspective on what is now happening both to you and to the societies that make up this reality. Know, dear ones, that the countless supply and never-ending prosperity of heaven are indeed yours. So be it. Selamat Gajan. Selamat Ya, Syrian for B1. And be enjoy. Channeled by Sheldon Neidl. www.paoweb.com